Hello, great people of Nigeria. Welcome to the Leadership Clinic. My name is LINUS OKORIE. Today, I'll be talking to you about what I've titled Leadership and the Act of Parenting. A young man called me a couple of days ago. Apparently, he had known me for the past 9 years. And so while he was watching one of the episodes of the Leadership Clinic, his 8-year-old daughter kept telling him, "Daddy, you said you know this man. Can you call him? I want to speak to him." And so she kept the pressure on her father. And then her father decided to ring me. As I picked that phone, and the father began to encourage me in my work. And then the father said, "Could you speak to my daughter?" And I picked up that phone and I spoke to the 8-year-old girl. And I heard the excitement in her voice speaking to the Leadership Clinic man. I felt, wow, what a way to inspire a child. And I call that true parenting. And I'm dedicating this episode to that young girl who dared to inspire her father to continue the act of parenting. You can imagine that the challenges that we are facing in our world today, globally, has been the fact that most families who are so busy with one thing or the other, they leave their children unattended to. And at the end of the day, the children grow up and they become dysfunctional members of societies. If we must begin to grow a nation that is consistent in building quality, it must start at the home base. In fact, our children are supposed to be our first set of mentees like never before, because they wake up every morning and the first set of people that they see literally are the parents. And if we must start very early to know how we can speak in the leadership language within the family unit, you learn how to look into the eyes of your child and you speak truth to your child. You inspire your child. You tell your child that, "Ngozi, you are going to be a great person. You are going to become outstanding." It doesn't matter what the girl is doing. You learn how to teach your children specifics of life, as the case may be. Is one of the greatest ways that you can build such a sustainable legacy for yourself. Because by the time you leave this world, if you have not been able to groom your children in such a way that they can represent the positive values that you have worked so hard to build over time, it's a wasted life, actually. Because there are so many people that the greatest regret that they are having today is the fact that they did not spend time with their children in order to inspire their children to become the best that they can ever be. So you must start very early to teach your children how they can be leaders, how they can make a difference. You start early to teach them how to share their resources with one another. When they have gifts, you teach them how to share their gifts with each other. Never ever tell your child to go to the door and tell the person who is coming that is not in. That's the kind of wrong training that most children have refused, and they start learning how to lie very early in life. Great people of Nigeria, we must go back to our family values. That's where it matters most. And the truth of the matter is that you must remember, if a man does not have a purpose of waking up, sleeping, become